welcome back. In this video, I'll be showing you and telling you what you must need in your pencil case for school. And I'll show you how to bring as less stationeries to school as possible to keep your school bag light and have more space in your bag. You'll also have everything you need for school, so let's get started. First, you'll need a little post-it notepad to jot down quick reminders such as refueling your pen's ink or correction tape. And secondly, you'll need correction tape. I have no brand recommendation for correction tape, but I've been using this for almost 3 years and it's still good to use. The refuels are not expensive and it's also smooth when using it. It's not needed to use it in higher forms or per grades because you aren't allowed to use it in most public exams, so it's good to be familiarized with not using correction tape. However, you could still bring it to school and use it to keep your notes tidy. I see many people bring pencil lead refills to school, but I don't think that it's necessary because you can refill it at home. I usually have an extra lead inside my mechanical pencil, so when I finish using the first lead, I can still keep using the pencil and refill it at home. I usually write a reminder on my post-it note to remind myself, and you can do it also. And you'll also need a ruler. I recommend using a clear ruler like this. It's easier for you to see where you're drawing the lines. This ruler also has a dent on its side, so you could easily pick it up from the table. You'll also need a mechanical pencil. I usually use mechanical pencil instead of using regular pencils for solving long math equations, so that the lead is always sharp. This brand is really good because the end turns a little bit every time you press it on the paper gently as you're writing. This can ensure you to have a sharp edge all around the lead, and you do not need to turn the pencil like the other pencils. You'll also need a pencil for drawing diagrams and shading. You would also need a cap at the end so that your pencil case won't get pencil marks all around it. This triangle-shaped pencil is quite good to use, but any kind of regular pencils are good enough, as long as the lead doesn't break easily. You'll also need highlighters, and I recommend you buy this kind of highlighter, which has a clear part in the middle. Its original purpose is for you to see through it and see where you're highlighting, and not over-highlight. I sometimes still over-highlight, but I like this kind because the tip is hard, and I won't be scared to break the end by highlighting too hard. The edges are rounded, so it is really smooth to highlight. I don't recommend you to use too much colors on your notes because it's not effective. For pens you use to do homework, writing notes, or tests, I recommend these brands. Their ink runs very smoothly. The ink for the two pens can be switched between their shells. The Uniball shell is really light and has a good gripping end, so your hands won't be always sliding down the pen. Therefore, it can be used for writing long essays. I also bring a multi-pen to school. I use multi-pen when I learn outside the classroom. Therefore, I can have different kinds of pen with just bringing one pen. This has red and black pen and a mechanical pencil. I don't have a recommendation, but if you don't have one, I recommend you to buy one of these brands because their inks run very smoothly. Also, blend size is as small as a regular pen. Next up, I've got scissors. They are necessary in my school since our teachers give us worksheets in class. We have to stick them into our notebooks, so I use scissors to trim the edges of the paper and keep my notebooks tidy. I also bring glue stick to stick paper into my notebooks. I don't have a recommendation for glue stick, but I recommend glue stick to liquid glue because you won't make a mess. I use this glue and it is square shaped, so it can stick the corners of my papers easily. I also bring an extra black pen in case my other pen runs out of ink. This brand is really good, but its ink can't be switched between the other pen, such as the Sarasa and the Uniball. So this is one problem. You could also bring a special colored pen. such as purple or green. I mark my own work and do corrections with it, so I can clearly see what I did wrong, and a special colored pen can also be used in notes to specify some important points. However, I recommend you to write your notes with less colors as possible for clearer understanding. Lastly, you'll need an eraser. Obviously, it's for erasing mistakes. I actually recommend you to buy a stick form of eraser. It's easy to spot it in pencil case and can easily take it out to use it. Also, its end does not have a large surface area, so you could erase just a small part of your mistake. That's it for this video. I hope you've learned a few things on what to pack for your pencil case. Having less pens in your pencil case helps you get the pens you need easier. Also, it's better to keep your school bag light. So in my next video, I'll be showing you what you need in your school bag. See you and hope you enjoyed!